This Friday, we will be talking about on the program the anniversary of the Sandy Hook school shooting, as well as the conspiracy theories that were catalyzed by that shooting. And there was a different group that marked the anniversary in a very, very different way. A group of gun nuts got together and they blamed gun control for Sandy Hook, and they are demanding the right to purchase bazookas. This is a group of ammo-sexuals. They're very turned on by guns. They're gun fetishists. They were marking the anniversary of the Sandy Hook tragedy by holding an open carry demonstration, okay? And at this demonstration, they blamed gun control for mass shootings in general and specifically Sandy Hook. And they are urging people to try to purchase tanks and bazookas to fight the oppressive government that is trying to take away their guns. Of course, this ignores that under President Obama, there has been a huge upsurge in the amount of guns purchased. Doesn't seem like President Obama has taken too many guns so far, and he's going to be out of office soon. Here is video of a couple of the protesters. Let's take a listen to what they had to say. I'm sure it was very nuanced and rational.
I don't know. I kind of like, let me try this one.
Now we're both felons.
Boy, that seems like kind of harsh law, guys.
Exactly. It puts an unnecessary burden on law-abiding citizens, which in and of itself makes this law void. And the fact that it's against the Constitution.
You guys both served in the military to defend this country and the Constitution, right?
Yes, sir. My oath does not expire.
Really? So what do you think gives you the right, just because you served our country and our Constitution, to stand here and break this new law, the Sci 594?
I think this is every American's right, whether they served or not. Can I try that again real quick?
Absolutely.
Let's see if I like this one.
I like this one. It's a little lighter. Helps with my goofy hand.
Now wait a minute. Now you're claiming that not just veterans, but everybody has the right to trade arms?
It sounds crazy, but I'm kind of saying that if you're legally able to do so, then if you're legally able to own a gun, then why not?
Now you're probably going to go full extremist, tell me that's in the Constitution or something, right?
No, I wouldn't go so far as to say.
Yeah, sure. Ooh.
Why do half of these open carry guys, Lewis, always have all sorts of straps and harnesses on? They're wearing tactical gear. Sometimes they're wearing camouflage. What's the story with that?
I'm not 100% sure. I did notice that during some open carry protests or demonstrations here in Texas, there were some people wearing suits. So I guess maybe it depends on where you live, but we do tend to see what you're talking about pretty often. These
same protesters also booed when the name Gabrielle Giffords was mentioned. Of course, Gabrielle Giffords, member of Congress who was shot in the head in a mass shooting in Arizona, miraculously was able to survive and is continuing a pretty difficult path to recovery. People booed her name being mentioned. I don't even know what that means. Did they not like that she was shot, or they didn't like that she recovered, or they didn't like that she and her husband have been talking about how we need to have basic gun safety regulations and background checks? It's not totally clear for me. The last thing that I thought of when thinking of, oh, it's a protest for people who want bazookas to defend themselves from the government, they are right about one thing, which is that having more handguns and rifles, if the government truly wants to become tyrannical, is not going to work to defend yourselves from Apache helicopters and tanks and shoulder-mounted RPGs. And that logic has been lost on a lot of these ammo-sexuals. They think that by continuing to get more and more handguns, if the government were to become truly oppressive, they'd be able to defend themselves.
Well, the thing is that if everyone had as many guns as they did, and if everyone decided to revolt, then yeah, okay, maybe the military and the government wouldn't be able to handle it.
Really, with their guns, they'd be able to defend themselves, like from nuclear weapons and drones dropping bombs, etc.
Well, 300 million people. That's, that can be hard to stop. But
all the children too, I notice you're including in that.
Well, yeah. Hey, have you seen what happened? Have you seen Syria? This hypothetical, should we even be mentioning this hypothetical? I mean, what are the chances that this is going to happen? Should that even be part of the discussion?
They believe that it should be, and that's why they want to arm themselves now with bazookas. So yeah, there's a protest marking the anniversary of Sandy Hook. We'll talk more about Sandy Hook on Friday.